So I'm gonna give you guys a minute to catch up on your questions and we'll spend a few minutes to answer them. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of questions this time. I love it. All right. Oh, okay. Anika Saeed is asking about relatively small eyelids, so a low crease, but a large area between the lids and the crease and the eyebrows. So let me try to picture this here. Perception tricks and how to dress eyes that have relatively small eyelids. So the crease is low, but there's a large area in between the crease and the eyebrows. Okay, so when the lid is small and there's a big amount of space between the crease and the eyebrow, you basically want to shade your eyeshadow a little bit higher into that empty area. So for eyes like that, what I like to do is I like to bring out the eyelid color by adding something really nice and bright, something reflective, something in a light color, like a light metallic goldish apricot tone, for example, like a really light color. And I'll smack that on all over the eyelid to bring it out and to brighten it up. And then I'll go in with like a brownish taupe right in the crease, but I'll focus a lot above the crease. So I'll fade that color above the crease. And I won't even highlight the brow bone too much. I'll highlight it with just a matte, soft, creamy tone. So it's not super bright, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to maximize the lid space and minimize the eyebrow space, that area between the crease and the brow. So don't go super bright with your highlight for your brow, but go a little bit brighter with your lid, and that's gonna help to balance everything out for you. Also for the eyeliner, you don't wanna go super thick. If your lid is short and small, you don't have a lot of room for eyeliner to go thick unless you want a full-on smoky eye. So in that case, what you definitely wanna do is focus more on a thinner liner. And if you want your liner to really show, you can always do the wings. You know, the wings can totally help to make you look like you're wearing an amazing amount of eyeliner without having to go super fat and super thick all around. So those are my tricks for that eye shape. Salvia_KK is asking, whenever I apply gel liner to the layer close to the lashes, it's perfect. But above it, the liner sometimes appears lighter in color, and then the bottom is sometimes dotted. Usually I use Maybelline gel liner. What's going wrong? So if you're using the same exact techniques I used in class, you should be okay. Make sure that you're using these techniques. Basically what's happening is if you're running out of color and it's looking lighter, that means the product is running out of your brush, or your brush is getting hardened where the product isn't being fluid anymore. Another thing could be the actual product. I haven't used the Maybelline gel liner, but I know for a fact that Inglot gel liner is so opaque and so dark and so dense that I don't ever run out of pigment when I'm drawing with this product unless it's dry, and then I just have to re-wet it on the brush. So using a very strong pigmented eyeliner that does not go sheer on you, and using a fluid motion with your brush so that it goes nice and smooth is very key. And if you're experiencing dotting, definitely stretch the skin a little bit when you're doing it so that there's no like folds of the skin that's creating the dots. And another thing that the dots can be created by is by dried product. So if your eyeliner, if your gel liner is very chalky and dry and like muddy or clayish, it's not gonna go on very smooth. You're gonna need something a little bit more fluid. I do have another eyeliner that I would like to show you guys. For those of you who are not interested in a gel liner that's in a pot because it dries so fast, I have one from Tarte. I'm not sure if I have it right here. It could be in my personal kit because I use it so much. Let me find it. You guys will love it. It's this, oh, here it is. Yay. It's this one. So it's the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner. And it's really awesome because it's actually a gel liner that is in a tube. So it will never dry up on you. And you just squeeze it out on the back of your hand like that. And you can dip your liner brush into it and it ends up just being perfect. So definitely, if you're not happy with how the gel liners dry so fast and all that stuff, you can use this product, the Tartist Clay Paint Liner, and it's amazing. It's so smooth. It will never dry up on you because it's in a sealed tube. So there's no oxygen going in. Okay, next question. Okay, a couple of these questions I answered during class, but I'll go ahead and answer again just in case you missed it. LeanneMUA.XO is asking about wing liner on more mature skin that isn't smooth, skin that's crepey. Basically, you need to lift up the skin, get the skin really smooth, and draw your liner. But just so you know, in case you are working on someone that has super wrinkly eyelids, doing a sharp eyeliner is usually not recommended because when you let go of all the skin that you just pulled up, it kind of creates a very papery effect on the eye. So in their case, what I normally like to do is I'll do the gel black liner if they want me to, but I'll also add a nice amount of black eyeshadow and then brown eyeshadow over it to smooth it out. So remember what we did on the underneath part where we did black and then we faded it to like a bronze? You could do that on the top too. So start off with the black, go nice and dark, and then focus on blending it upward and adding a little bit of bronze above it to soften it up. And that way, if someone even has very wrinkly skin, afterward, when you let go of their skin and their eyes are done, you actually end up seeing an overall nice and dark appearance. Sorry, I'm just kind of wiping off everything that happened today. You end up seeing a nice dark eyeline, but it's just not sharp, and that way it's almost blurred, so even if they are wrinkly, you can't really, it doesn't highlight the wrinkles. As far as a wing is concerned, with the wing, I also would fade it and do a little smokiness around the wing too, because if the wing is super sharp and then you let go of the skin, the folds make the wing look really jagged. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that unless you're using the face tape, you know, the tape that like pulls your skin back. Which a lot of artists do, especially in drag and for theater. So if you have that, you know, that's cool too if they don't mind having a little facelift with their makeover, but usually I just don't go super sharp with mature ladies. The other question, Souls of Beauty _Nikki, hi love. For the black eyeshadow, she's asking what other brand is black aside from the Noir from Anastasia without looking charcoal. So the other one that I had mentioned during class is from Dose of Colors Hidden Treasures palette. Their black is pretty black. I've tried many other blacks, including Urban Decay, including you know, MAC and all them, and even the Inglot black eyeshadow, and I just everything ends up either too dusty where it just falls everywhere, it doesn't last, or too chalky or too charcoaly where it just turns gray when you're blending it. The only two that I saw sustained that its black quality is the Anastasia Noir or the black from the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette. So far, there could be more out there, I just haven't tried them. I also talked about, you know, if your eyes are very close to your nose, not to do the inner corner thing, so that's done. Hina_ma is asking about eyeliner that actually stays put in the waterline. I have big eyes, so I don't know if that's why my waterline is always running or what. I've tried Urban Decay 24/7 for the waterline as well as Aqua Eyes, but nothing seems to work. Help. You should totally try the Inglot gel liner and set it with a black eyeshadow, and that should absolutely last like literally forever until you remove it. It should keep lasting. It's insane how long this stuff lasts. Even on my most watery girls, she was super watery, it lasted. It did amazing today in class. I do it on all my brides. I always set it with black eyeshadow too. I never just leave it, I always set it. So if you don't want to get the Inglot one, or if you want to try it with your own liners, Do your liner, set it with black eyeshadow, and then see if that lasts long enough. And if it doesn't, then try the Inglot one and set that with black eyeshadow, and that should do the trick. Oh, thank you, Zabrizi _. You also answered the question, the same exact thing, setting it with black eyeshadow. So it's definitely a known trick. That's awesome. Let's see what else. And by the way, the Inglot one is the blackest black. For all of you asking what's the blackest black eyeliner, the Inglot AMC Gel Liner number 77, that's like the one. A lot of questions about mature skin. I should do a new class on mature skin, on super wrinkly skin, just so you guys can see what I mean by the smudging thing. There's a semi-personal question. Angel Flower, who's really wanted to ask me a lot for a really long time, but usually my online classes is when she's sleeping. So now that it's in the daytime, she's awake, and I'm gonna answer this question because I am so happy that you're finally watching live. It's a question regarding my traveling, if I ever fly to Afghanistan. Also, what is your homeland beside India? And this is specific for a bridal makeover full package. I really hope you answered my question. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I think you're talking about your wedding makeup and hair. There are certain things that are preventing me from traveling right now because of certain projects that are going on, which you guys will totally find out about really soon, I promise. Just keep an eye out on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and all those things for the huge announcements of all the upcoming things that are happening this year and next year, which that's why I had to stop my tour. So I'm not really able to travel at the moment. I never really planned on going to Afghanistan, only because of, you know, my family being lovely and strict, and you know, wanting me to travel to very, very secure areas only. My background, I'm half Afghan, half Indian. My mom is from India, my dad's from Afghanistan. I've been to India before. I was only 13 and now I'm 31, so that was like a million years ago, and it's probably nothing like that anymore. My brides go all the time, and they come back with like stories, and I love hearing about India. Definitely want to go back sometime, but it would have to wait for another year or two, most likely. So good luck with your wedding. I'm so happy for you. That's so exciting. Oh, I love weddings. All right, let's go back to the questions again. A lot of the same question, which I've already applied. That's cool. Okay, a beer official is asking how to prevent raccoon eyes afterwards. So also, you know how I was talking about doing the waterline and then setting it with black eyeshadow? That will prevent the raccoon eyes. It will prevent any melting from happening, any moving from happening. Basically, how her eyes look right now is how her eyes are going to look until she physically removes it with a makeup wipe or something. It's not gonna move. She could be shooting in the desert in like 120-degree weather, sweating from head to toe, and her eyeliner will not budge. So Inglot eyeliner, set with black eyeshadow, and smudge the bottom a little bit so it doesn't look so black and crazy, and you should be fine. I talked about the brushes already in the beginning of class. By the way, the class is being recorded, so you guys can watch it over and over again. I have all the brushes listed right in the beginning of class. Oh, here's a good question. Morgan NJ, J-A-I, is asking any tips on how to do a cat eyeliner on almond-shaped eyelids that fold in the inner corner. So you know how you get sometimes a folded inner corner here? It's very difficult to do a straight line over the fold. You literally have to stretch the skin, make your line, and then let go, and then draw over the areas that moved. So it's so hard to explain. I literally have to do it on someone with a fold right now for you, which I don't have anyone here with a fold. But one of the, I mean, I guess I slightly kind of may have one. Probably not. But one of the things you could do is go along, like if the fold folds downward, you can make your cat eyeliner more downward in that area. But if you're really hoping for that straighter inner cat eyeliner, you have to be very, very careful. I've done it several times on my brides, but it just takes a really long time because I have to make my line while her eyes are stretched out. And then when her eyes are not stretched out, just looking straight ahead, I have to retrace where I would want to see that black, and then I fill it in. Usually when you go nice and thick on a fold, it will work. If you go too thin, it's gonna get jagged. So I start off thin and I go thicker and thicker and thicker until I see that it overall looks amazing. And then I have to set it with black eyeshadow. Otherwise, if she tears and it goes into her fold, it's gonna ruin that area of the liner. So you have to set it with black eyeshadow as well. And I already talked about creasing, the eyeliner creasing up during class. I will try my best. A lot of you are loving the daytime classes. I will try my best to add more daytime classes. Another, you know, I have a lot of really cool announcements for DYFL, which I'll talk to you guys about a little later once we like really solidify things. But one of those ideas is actually having, am I allowed to say it? The office hour thing? I'm just gonna say it. Can I say like one of the cool things that we're thinking of?
Sure, yeah.
Like the office hour thing? Okay. All right. I just got the okay from boss man. So I was thinking of holding office hours for really cool private Q&As with you guys streaming straight from my cell phone. So I don't even have to be in the studio to do those. These are office hours where you guys can reach me and ask me questions directly just by streaming on your phone. It's gonna be really cool. I'll give you more details once I have all the details out, but those will be like during the day, during the night, like random times where I can reach most of you from different time zones. So if you guys ever are like, damn, she always does nighttime classes and it's late in the middle of the night here, I can never ask my questions or like talk to her, this is your chance to like really talk to me for real, because it's gonna be like FaceTime kind of. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be amazing. So I will definitely give you more information on that, but I hear you and I agree with you and I'm making it happen. Let's see. Oh, only a couple questions left. Yay, we're almost done, you guys. So, oh, I already talked about the crinkly eyelids. What eyeliner and eyeliner brush do you recommend? This whole class was all about that, so definitely go back and watch it if you missed it. Where is the glitter eyeliner from? It is Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. I have every single color from Urban Decay, because sometimes I have a bride that's wearing a purple or like a midnight blue or a hot pink magenta, and I don't necessarily want to carry every color loose glitter with me. But these skinny little liners are so easy to pack in my bag, in my makeup kit, so I just carry all of them, and then if I need to add a little sparkle to their look, I can easily do it in any color. It's really cool. They're about 20 bucks each, so what I did was I started off with just a few of my favorites. Like I only bought the silver one, the gold one, and the pale pink one. And then as I was earning more money and able to replenish my kit a little bit better, then I started loading up on the rest. I didn't buy all of them at once. I definitely, started with my favorites and then started buying the rest. And then now Urban Decay has been showing me some love back after all these years. So I'm very thrilled that I have backups now at my disposal. And Jessica18XPY is asking, do you like brushing on eyeliner more or in eyeliner pen? Why? I guess it depends on my patience level that day. We all go through our days where we're like, oh, I don't have time for this, or oh my God, I'm like it's not happening. Or days where I'm just super detailed and like extra attentive to little things. So on the days where I feel like I definitely can spend more time and really just take my time, I'll do gel eyeliner with a brush. And then on days where I really gotta quickly just get through, like let's say if there's like a ton of clients back to back and I really can't go over my back to back schedule and there's no gap in between, then I'll go ahead and sometimes use a liquid, but or a felt tip pen. But I also keep in mind, are they brides or not? Because if they're brides, I really, really want to focus more on items that will not budge. So that gel liner with a brush is the one that's for sure never going to budge. And then, you know, for a party or like a more, you know, laid back event or something, then I'll be a little bit more lenient with what I'm using. But I can pretty much assure you, even the liquid liners, because I do use so many layers of product and I'm making sure that everything I'm doing is very water resistant, even those don't budge. But I just don't take a chance with brides. So brides, I spend that extra time and I do it with the brush and everything every time. And then non-bridals, sometimes I'll do liquid, sometimes I'll do the liner. And final question. Oh my God, I just like refreshed and now there's like a bunch more. Laura G _143. My question is, why are you so cute? I love you. She's so funny. And then, let's see. Okay, I think, oh my God, I think that's it. That's all the questions. Yay! So, you guys, I really want to see your before and afters. I really, really want to see as you progress. You don't have to do the after now. I want you to practice. I want you to watch this class over and over again. I want you to write down whatever questions you have for me regarding this class or any of my past classes, so that once I start my office hours, you can ask me during the office hours too, and I can answer your questions that way too. I really, really, really want to make sure you guys have this down. Eyeliner is just one of those things that, you know, it just takes a while to get it perfect, and I don't expect you guys to get it perfect right away, but it's awesome if you do. But definitely don't beat yourself up. I want you to practice again. And then once you feel like you're like kind of understanding these techniques and you're getting used to it, I want to see how was your eyeliner before and how was your eyeliner after practicing the techniques from class. And I will showcase my favorites on my Snapchat. Just make sure when you're posting on Instagram that you're tagging me and that you're not private profile, because if you're a private profile, it's not going to show up. So you've got to be public, especially if you're a makeup artist. You should be public anyways. And what else? Hashtag Dress Your Face Live. So in case I don't see my tag, I can see the Dress Your Face Live tag and find you that way. So I can't wait to see your recreations. And then in another few days, I have another really cool class coming up, which is a day to night class. It's an office makeup look that I'm gonna teach you how to do like a really quick and easy, like 15-minute office makeup tutorial, and then how to change it into a really sexy evening look for a night out. So Office to Date Night is the name of that class coming up next. And then I'm gonna keep taking your requests. So whatever requests you guys have for classes, I'm gonna keep adding them to the schedule. This is gonna be an epic year. I'm just so excited for all the cool things we have planned for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now, and we will talk on Snapchat and Instagram. If you guys wanna connect with me, Instagram comments is usually the best way, but I will definitely let you know when office hours start so we can kind of have a little bit more of a relationship here. Love you guys, thank you so much. Mwah. Bye.